family is important to you. It's actually important. So like my dad, my siblings, yeah. So like, can you reflect on the impact of your sister, your father? I remember when like I think it was your 23rd birthday. I think that we spoke to her. Do you remember? And then she sent you
Money.
money.
That's very important one.
She's actually so sweet.
This is a birthday shoot, and this for my 24th birthday. And for my 24th birthday, I'll be having Fatima Adeniyi interview me. It'll be a little bit different because we'll go deeper into certain topics: spirituality, um, growth, love, sense of self, etc. So, Fatima will be the interviewer, and I'll be the one answering the questions today. So let's go.
So Aka got turned 24. So tell me, how does it feel turning 24, knowing like all you've been through and like where you're headed?
24. It doesn't feel different from 23 at all. Bro, I don't know, but I just had more experiences with dealing with people more, so I'm more firm. Like nothing knows me again in terms of human and people's behaviors. I've worked with in so many groups. I've done internships, and I've worked in I've done 2 internships so far, and I've done lots of extracurricular activities that I now understand human dynamics a bit, and I'm no longer phased or moved by how people act.
Okay. So over the years, we both have like been in like different directions. So how has your understanding of love evolved, and especially the fact that like we're from 2 different backgrounds?
Okay.
Yeah.
Love. What's love? What's love to you? Let's define it first.
Me.
What's love to you?
Love. Love is a very strong thing. Like it is deep, really, really deep. It's about caring for someone, being intentional, like being there for someone. Like I don't know, like when you love somebody, like it's like the atmosphere just changes. Like it's like the person makes you happy, like gives you butterflies. It's a really nice feeling.
So you asked me, since because we are from different faiths, how my understanding of love changed.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first time I'm admitting this on camera, but since I came to Iran, most of the people I've been attracted to are people of the other faith, the Muslims. And that's because of most Muslims, especially girls, the culture kind of imbibes calmness in them. So there's a calm and quiet and peace within them, like even their body language is how they talk, how they dress. I just like the calm nature. And me, I'm extremely extroverted, and I'm not a calm person.
Yes.
So I really, really appreciate when I meet people that they just calm my whole body and soul.
So you think I'm calm?
To an extent.
Really?
Yeah, to an extent. I know some days but most of the time you're just doing your thing.
So do you think love is enough to like sustain a relationship that they are like fundamentally different? Like
In the religion.
Yeah.
I
do you
think
think
so.
like love is enough?
The truth is that I don't carry the whole religion on my head, because I feel Islam and Christianity, they both stem from the Abrahamic religions, and there are lots of things. Okay, now last semester, during the Arabian Night, right, they asked us lots of questions, and I got everything right. Like during the Islamic questions they asked the festival, they asked about Sarah, about Isaac, about Abraham. You will know better because you've practiced both, or you're practicing both, I don't know. So I feel it could work if the 2 parties involved want it to work in.
But like it's going to be so hard. As I'm speaking from like experience, growing in a family where like my dad is like a Christian, my mom is like a Muslim. was a Muslim. Yeah. Till she passed.
God rest her soul.
God rest her soul. So like, it's really hard because for I and my siblings, like, we don't even know, like, where we stand. But like, thank God now we're finding our faiths and like we're beginning to know what we want now. But like initially, it was like really tough because we both go to church and go to mosque on Fridays, so it was like really, really confusing.
That balanced diet. The best
But
of both worlds.
like, it was really tough. So I wouldn't even want such for my children. It's really confusing. So even if like you and your partner, you guys like agree to make it work, you should think about your children. Like, how would your children actually, how would they be able to cope with such?
I understand what you're saying, but then the kids will eventually get to 18, 20, 24, my age, and pick a path. They might.
Even among your peers too, like, they'll start feeling like, oh, you're not serious or something like that, based on like my experience. Because I'm going to church and then I'm praying Muslim prayer. It gives the impression like, oh, this girl is not even serious. Like, she's just there.
Just both sides.
Yes. So, and I don't think you can be on both sides because both, even though we have like similarities in both, there are like the beliefs are like very, very different. So they are not the same, but like there are a few similarities.
But then the best of it is that we get to eat ram on Eid, you get to eat chicken during Christmas.
Everything, food. Is that all you know?
No, but I don't know why this is not personal to me. You've experienced both worlds, so you're able to explain more, but I've not experienced both worlds. And at the same time, I'm not super rigid on the religion. I say my rosary, I'm Catholic. I pray my rosary, I go to church, I'm in choir, everything. But then, I feel if you genuinely love someone, right, you can make anything work. I understand the aspect you're talking about kids. And I feel like if the kids are factored in and if you guys make a stand and in the beginning and say your kids will practice Christianity. So this thing should be discussed even before marriage or even before giving birth to the children. Probably even signed.
Also, like, family members actually matter a lot. Do you think that like a Muslim girl, her family really allow her to marry a Christian person?
But don't you think
it's not allowed?
I know, but don't you think over time they'll get over it?
No.
5 years, 10 years?
No. It's not allowed.
No matter how sweet the woman is.
It is not. No matter how sweet, right? It is not allowed for like a Muslim woman to marry
a Christian man, but it's allowed for a Muslim man to marry a Christian woman.
Yes.
You know, I asked some girls some days ago. One told me she was from Adamawa, and the one told me she was from Kaduna also. So I asked, what are the chances of a Christian man marrying a Muslim woman in Adamawa? The Adamawa one told me the 20%. The Kaduna one told me 40%. I asked, what were the chances 10 years ago? One told me 0. The one told me about 1. So you see, culture changes. So when you say it's not allowed, you know, we can change. Our parents will be dead in like 30, 40 years. Like all our parents will all be dead. Then the future is down in our hands to create how we want it. And if we have a heavy stance on this and say, why not? Western civilization penetrated a lot of places because of time, and we allowed it, and then colonialism. And over time, we started acting like them, talking like them, speaking English. I don't even speak my language as fluent as I speak English. I'm sure you don't speak a language as fluent as you speak English. Why I brought that up because you see that culture permeates, and over time. So the same will happen for the religion if we all have like, why not my Muslim daughter should marry a Christian man? If we continue doing this and so many girls do this and so many families do this in the next 20, 30, 40 years, like, this won't be a question again. Just, do you love her?
It's based on like individual it's based on like individual people. Like, how do I explain it? We have some people that are like really, really, really traditional, and then we have like liberal people. So it's not about like, oh, Gen Z, whatever. I feel like it goes down to like an individual person, like what an individual person actually believes You get.
So are you really traditional?
So, I would say like I'm in between.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Ask me the next question.
So, how has your faith shaped your relationships? Like both like romantic and like platonic relationships.
I think romantic has to do with one that sex is involved. And platonic, there's no sex. It has not shaped anything. Hasn't at all.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on like interfaith connection, and what have you learned about yourself in the process?
Okay, as I said earlier, most of the girls I liked in this school, yeah, you're one of them. Yeah, always from the other fit. Fatima's is more complex because she's dancing between both worlds. But then I realized I was hurting myself because when you give your all to this girl and you realize that this would not work out in the long run. One of my friends told me energy passes through the paths of least resistance. You know what that means? The religion is a resistance in her heart because she knows her parents, this. And I once texted a girl that like, why do you make it so difficult for me to love you? And when I reflected on that statement, I was like, I had to actually call her for a talk. We talked for about 40 minutes.
That's
I was like,
deep.
like, okay, let's say there's a Mubarak or there's a Mohammed and then it's an Akachukwu. And Akachukwu really, really likes you. And Mubarak likes you, but not as much as Akachukwu. When push comes to shove, who would you pick? She told me Mubarak. And I told her, have a great day. I blocked her everywhere. That was the end. So,
Oh my God, are you serious?
yeah, I feel we have the power to change this in our own time. That's all I can say about this. But then I realized I'm hurting myself following because their parents, one told me her dad told her to protect her house from the Christians. So like when I hear all these and I'm like, I'm actually hurting myself spending time with these people. But that's one disadvantage of coming to AUN. I think that's a disadvantage because you see a girl you really like and you can't start anything. Like, because she's Muslim. I don't feel it should be that way. And the Muslims are about 70% or 80% of the population here. And then the girls are almost 90%. You see them every day. You attend classes with them. You go to cafeteria with them. You're in group projects with them. And you're human. You get attracted. And you can't act on the attraction because they're not of your feet. It sounds, I don't know. Probably because I have a lot of liberal ways of thinking about things. But to me, it's bullshit.
So why don't you consider going for people like in your faith?
How many percent? 9%, 10%? It's so small.
It's so small, but you can find someone.
Well, I've not found.
Well, because I don't think you're searching.
Why do you say that?
You're not making conscious effort to like search. If you're really looking for a Christian person, I feel like you will find because like.
Well, I found some had a relationship. Betrothed.
Betrothed? Like Christians?
Like probably like they already planned on getting married. That's what I mean.
Like Christians?
Yes.
I didn't know they betrothed.
Not like betrothed, but this is your husband. Probably you've been in a relationship since your secondary school. 6-7 years. So you're meant to come and destroy it because it can I'll come and spoil 7 years of memories.
Okay. Are you a really like religious person? Like, are you?
I say my rosary. I go to church. I'm in choir. Go to the Sunday. You see me sing it.
Because I remember one time, like, was it like 3 semesters back when we were taking media law and ethics together? Do you remember?
7313.
Yes. How you were always complaining that your dad will wake you guys up to pray, blah blah blah.
My dad,
like.
his parents did the same thing. So and then in those days, it was more like my dad told us that his father, that's my grandfather, will wake them up and they're going to go around the house or so saying their rosary.
Are you serious?
6 p.m. That's the one. That's what their grandparents knew. But ours is more practical because they make us read the Bible. Throughout my life, every single day when I was at home, we woke up every morning to pray and to read the Bible. 1 hour, 2 hours, praying and reading the Bible. So I know a lot of the Bible stories, and I was able. My dad would make sure when you read it, after everyone is done reading, you in your own words say what you read. So it boosted my reading skills and my comprehension skills. And
But you were really interested in like.
I was genuinely interested in it because they were really interesting stories. You see the story of Jonah, Samson, Moses. They were really interesting stories, and they have lots of valuable values to pass through into humans because I think the Bible is just a collection of morals of people, of the human person over time. So these are different people who have done many things. David, I think, killed one of his servants' wives because he wanted to have her to himself. He put him in front of the battlefield, and God still forgave him. So you see different people with, and you just understand human nature. So the Bible is a beautiful book. It was compiled over decades and thousands of years. So why not? I enjoyed it. I like the Bible, and almost everything I do, I refer to the Bible in some story or in some way. So this molded my values, basically.
So, what is the praying part that I don't like?
I do pray. I say my rosary because it's a way of meditating. Yeah, it doesn't take much time. 20, 30 minutes, I'm done. Your prayers take shorter time or longer?
No.
I mean,
yeah, like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Well, the rosary takes
But
about...
like after you pray, you have to like sit down on your mat and then continue praying. So yeah.
So when you sit down on your mat, what are you saying? You're telling God your worries or what?
Yes, you can do that. You can also count the tesbih,
The beads.
yes.
So then when you're bowing down, what are you? You're just reciting the Quranic verses?
Not like Quranic verses, but yeah, it's part of the prayer. You get, it's part of the. It's not in. I don't know if it is in the Quran because I haven't really read the Quran like that. But when I was learning how to pray, that is how I was taught that, okay, when you bend down, you say this.
That's the hadith. I think part of they have the Quran, they have the hadith. What's the difference between both?
Quran is the book. Hadiths are like
Guiding principles.
yes, something like that. Yeah.
But when you see girls that their forehead has been tinted black because of friction of always bowing down, how do you feel about it? Do you like it?
Yes.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does it show that
You're really praying.
Are you for real? Do you really like it?
Yes, now.
And then whenever you want to go, you don't have to use makeup to kind of cover it up.
Who? No, some people live it like that.
Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are good at it, but I don't feel girls. They kind of like.
Some people live it like that. So yeah, letting go of someone you care about is never easy. Trust me, I've had to like let go of someone that I really cared about, but like today is not about me. So yeah, tell me how like you've dealt with like emotional complexities of moving from like one relationship that didn't happen and how it has like shaped your current view on like closure.
Closure? What's closure? Getting to the reality of this didn't work?
Yeah,
Accepting
just accepting that it's not for me. Like
time. They say in time heals, right? I think it does heal. I'm very strong emotionally. Lots of things bother me in a time-based fashion. Probably, I have ways to exert my energy. So if I'm feeling down, I hit the gym. Why?
we keep it moving.
Like, I go jog, I run, I do the irons, I edit videos, I watch movies, I go out with my friends. And it's just over time. Then when you see the person's picture, when you remember the memories, you're like, I wish this worked out. But then, it didn't. How many years did it take you to go over the relationship?
Two
Two
years, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was really, really invested in the person. But that's another story for another day. Because
See, that's the 2 years the time it takes a baby to walk. Oh, wow.
That's why I said love is deep. Like,
So you wanted to really get married to the person?
it's not like I really wanted to get married to the person because, like, at a certain point in the relationship, I knew, I can't move forward with this person.
Everything is gone.
But then I was still staying because, like, I really liked the person.
And probably
you get,
maybe
and I wasn't ready
hope.
to go through like the pain
a new
of
person.
no.
Wait, you're not ready to go through the pain of
getting over the person.
Oh.
Do you get?
Was this in secondary school?
That's not important.
No, but was it in secondary school?
No, it wasn't.
Was it in university?
School. Yes.
AUN? Are you for real?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So yeah. So you once had a crush on me.
I did have a crush on Fatima. I acted on it. Like, I really acted on it. But Fatima, I really don't know why it didn't work out. She will tell us. Continue, ask the question.
No, like you guys, it was very, I don't know. Akachukwu was really doing the most. Like, he went, hey, I'll actually give him that E for effort. He went as far as like meeting my sister, telling her how he felt about me, meeting my friends, even my instructors. I was like, like, oh my God, like, if intentional was someone, it would be Akachukwu. And that's why you guys should know that, like, if a man actually wants to, he will. All those people that will be telling you, oh, I'm too busy, bullshit. Like, if a man actually wants to, he will. Like, because Akachukwu just made the evidence to me that if a man actually wants to chase you, a man actually, like, is really, really interested, you will know.
So why didn't it work out, Fatima?
Akachukwu, we are different.
How are we different?
We are different. I do feel like it would have worked out. Like, we are just different.
In what? Define the difference. In
You're
what
very
way?
outspoken. I'm like reserved. Yeah. I'm not like reserved because I talk sometimes, but like, I just don't think it would have worked. I do like people that are like too outspoken. I like moderate kind of. Yeah. There's also like peace in silence sometimes. It's not every time that somebody will be talking. Sometimes there's just.
I've never had a roommate apart from last semester. So when I'm on my own, I don't talk to myself.
Yeah, but like when you're with people, obviously you talk, and there's sometimes like there's just this nice feeling that comes with being quiet. Just be quiet and meditate, and like you don't have to talk.
But when I stay in my room Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and I'm on my own. And when I wake up in the morning, for the first 4 or 5 hours, I don't talk. I do yoga, meditation, say my prayers. I don't talk.
Actually, we just couldn't like.
Oh, but
It
you're
was not
spending
like
a lot of time with me. Did you notice when,
a lot of time. No.
like,
a lot of time
cumulatively, if you add everything up together,
from classes, going to classes together, doing quizzes together, or what?
just most of the time we're just spending together doing something. Okay, or just alone, just two of us. Was I erratic? Did you notice, like, didn't I listen and wasn't I there? Wasn't I present with the person?
Yes. And actually, like, from the time when like you came to school, and now there's been a drastic change.
So what are the changes? What have you noticed?
Because before, like, you were so straightforward, like I feel like you didn't know when to talk, like you just spoke anyhow. There was an instructor, I can't remember who, was telling us that, oh, like he was teaching, and then he was like telling you guys that you guys should know, you should read like outside the class and have like extra knowledge of what is happening. So you should like be knowledgeable enough. And then you were like, oh, sir, do you know everything?
But that's a good question to ask.
That's rude. Like,
No, it's not rude.
it is.
You're telling me I should be knowledgeable, I should read and... Do you do what you're saying?
No, that's like rude.
What makes you... But the Bible says we should practice what we preach.
That's rude though. Like, especially in like a Yoruba setting, it's like you're trying to challenge that that person, knowing that person is older than you. So you're supposed to like give the person respect. So if you try that in a Yoruba, they will slap you.
But this is an academic environment for learning, not for
They will
slapping.
actually slap
This
you.
is an
because
academic
it's
environment.
disrespectful, actually.
But this is an academic environment. We're here to learn, right? I'm not in the village greeting the elders. Oh, coming to pay brides. This is like the dynamic says we're here to learn. Our parents pay heavily for us to come learn. So why don't I maximize it in every way I can? I don't feel that. Even till date, I will tell an instructor that. Because why not? You don't know everything. We're learning together.
Maybe that's why you're in Akachukwu black book, because I don't know, like.
Well, why I'm in his black book because that was the first time I ever got to C+. I told you the story. I wanted another instructor to mark the work, and the dean had to call me, the chair. Akachukwu, let's leave this case because there are a lot of things that happens in academic discrepancy cases when it goes to remark. relationships among instructors, the relationships among the instructors are being fractured. One. Secondly, he also told me that his children, when they were in university, some of their professors told him, "Oh, so because your dad is a professor, you think you get an A in my course? You will never get an A." But today they own their businesses. Some has a hospital. What else? I think he told me about two or four other things, and I just dropped the case because I really take up the case to the highest level. Why? Because I put in the work, and I didn't. The grade I got was not commensurate with the work I put in. So why would I fight for it? He expected me to look at him and laugh. You know, but you know, I'm not that kind of person. If I know I hit it, I put in the work. Why not?
Never lose.
I'm extremely competitive, so that's what I know. So I try. There are fights that I just avoid completely because, okay, like some days ago, this club, PPSS, Politics and Peace Society, right? They organized a mixer, and we're playing, the chair game where you dance and whoever.
Oh, dance around the chair.
Yeah, so we keep eliminating a chair and one person till. So it was meaning we're three left: myself, Bernice, and one other girl, Naomi. I just told them I quit. Because I won't allow them to win. And they are girls, and not like I'm winning $1 million. I'm super competitive, so I know myself. Socrates says, "Man, know thyself." And I have to back out. Why people say guys out? Yeah. Well, that's it.
Akachukwu. But I just feel like, I don't know, like, we just wouldn't have worked. Like, it just wouldn't have happened.
It has happened. I've been a very, really good training experience because it's 2 years plus that we've been in the school together. 2 years of knowing who Akachukwu is and get to experience.
I don't think I'll be able to cope with like your kind of person because I know that you're very competitive, you're very outspoken. And
not to girls, to guys mainly.
Yeah, but like that's how everybody knows you. Everybody knows that what Akachukwu is like.
But it's a good thing. It's a good guy goes out there and gets things done.
Everybody's not going to be like in my business because you are somehow out there, and I don't like people that are like out
How
there.
would be your business? Look more interesting. What Akachukwu did to me? Is that what you mean?
Like everybody just knows Akachukwu. Like
and that's okay. They don't know me for good things. Is a star is doing well academically, extracurricular, everything. Akachukwu is there. All the good things. If this is good and bad, my name is not taken the bad areas. Only and these are good traits. I don't see a problem people knowing you as far as it's positive. Someone told me that my videos, we keep moving by jogging videos, sustained her throughout the exam 2 semesters ago. She was better for giving up, of quitting. But when she watches the videos,
it surely will like I mean I cannot like when I saw the video I was laughing because what do you mean?
no, like she was only give her energy to fire on. Give it up. A student was about writing her last school final last year. We posted this on her video, on her story on Snapchat. This is what I need at this moment to keep me moving or keep moving like this in my exams. So like this is a positive thing I'm doing in the world.
Right. Yeah, right.
Don't join me one of these days. We go around like 4 times or 3 times or 2 times.
So, how has your spiritual journey influenced your decisions in the past years, especially like in terms of personal growth, emotional well-being, and how you handle difficult situations you find yourself in?
I say my rosary. I don't know, but it's just a reflective part of this. And it's just calm. The rosary is it's a big, you know what it looks like. Hail Mary, full of grace, Lord is with thee. It's not necessarily the decades I'm thinking about. Although that's part of it, you should be thinking about the suffering of Christ and what he went through, right? Especially in the sorrowful mysteries with Tuesday, Friday prayer. But what I really dwell on is my own life. Just think about how far have I gone, and secondly, what can I not do? What are the stupid things I'm doing in the past that I shouldn't repeat again? It's a reflective session, and it kind of guides my moral compass. So when I go out in the world, I'm like, okay, pray today, don't be stupid.
God help us.
That's not the same way you feel after you pray. You want to go out there in the world and do them good and do less stupid things. The mistakes you made before, you don't want to.
True. So, as a Catholic now, are you saying like you are going to marry a Catholic? Because even in Christianity, we have like different doctrines. There are Catholics, Jehovah's Witness, Redeemers, So, are you saying like you're going to marry a Catholic or like anyone goes for you?
Fatima, wait, you were not Catholic, and I was on your case. That should answer the question. I'm not extremely conservative when it comes to faith, but at least be Christian, know the Bible. At least all. Just religion guides you, it's a moral compass. So I genuinely feel if you're grounded religious wise, there will be a lot of stability in your life. That's how I just feel about the whole religion thing.
So you always quoted this Nietzsche guy.
Friedrich Nietzsche is a German philosopher.
And Marcus.
Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
He's a Roman emperor.
So how do their teachings align with your personal philosophy today?
Marcus Aurelius especially has had a huge impact on my semi-adult life. I read his book Meditations about 2 years ago, and I always go back to it. It has the most profound quotes you never think of, and they guide me in my everyday life. Let me just list some of the random quotes. Marcus Aurelius, in one of his in his meditations, you see a quote like this. Or is it a repetition that's bothering you? But look at how soon we are all forgotten. The abyss of endless time swallows it all. The emptiness of those applauding hands. The people who praise us, how capricious they are, how arbitrary. The whole earth, a point in space, and most of it uninhabited. This is long, but if you actually sit down to dissect all of this, you're not as important as you think. Go out there and do stuff. The people who are praising you, some don't mean it. There are lots of his quotes that.
That's deep, like, yeah, especially the part where he said, like,
the people who praise us, how capricious. Like, it's not even like genuine. In the end, you'll be forgotten. You die.
Yes, because when you die, like,
next 10,500 years.
He's very right for that.
And then Nietzsche, I read his book, Gospels Zarathustra. He was talking about undermen and lower men, Ubermensch and Supermensch. He was trying to build Superman. The Superman is just basically understands on his own values and will not compromise his values for anything. Right? Secondly, he is not interested in perks from the government like social security or that. And the part in his book where he was a wife and be able to help. Nietzsche just about fundamentally being a strong man to the core, down to your values and standing for what you believe, regardless of what society has to say. And you see, I'm an embodiment of that. Because the truth is that people don't really care about you genuinely as much as you think they do. So if you factor in all their comments in your life, okay, imagine I think about what Fatima will say about me, think about what Wadi will say about me, or think about what they have to think about. So which of these should I take and what should I be? Why not be Akachukwu and let them say what they want and get used to it over time?
You're brave.
But that's the whole essence of life. You live authentically.
So, are there lessons from them that like resonates very deep with you? And like when did you first encounter these ideas?
I really enjoyed reading. I started reading a whole lot of philosophy after secondary school. That was about, it should be like 6-7 years ago. I'm not really good with dates, but then, yeah, and I started, I think I read Man's Sexual Meaning by Viktor Frankl. I was really interested in things that are so deep. So I can be so grounded and not let the world move me around. That was the reason I was gearing towards this thing, because I believe that lots of people were just talking nonsense, rubbish. And I wanted not to be influenced by those nonsense. I wanted to be me, my own self, my own individual, unique. And this guy is cheap. It's evident in how I do everything I do. People's People's words don't affect my life in any way. I don't even care
Really?
at all. Like, I feel now there's a dark quote now, but this is not by initial Machiavelli. It's by um, it was an American. It was an American president, and he said, "Let me read this one in the bottom, so I won't make a mistake." It's so beautiful. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who are the best, known in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who are the worst if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. People who are actually talking and they've not done anything with their lives, right? They don't admire them. So
Real, actually. Real. So, at 23, you obviously have like big goals and like dreams and everything. So, can you tell me your definition of success and failure over the past year? Like, what do you consider? Like, what have you succeeded at, and what have you like not succeeded at, and how are you planning to? Because knowing you, I know that like you don't lose. You when you fail, you try to get up, and so how are you going to approach these failures in the year that's coming?
reflection. I think humans don't like feedback mechanism. You go when you're in the shower, you're showering, just thinking about
Oh, you think in the shower?
you do?
I do.
Cha. And when you're taking a good shit in the toilet.
Oh!
So in those situations where like you start smelling like wow. I'm proud of myself, you know. Most of the goals I set out to achieve, I did achieve them. And then for the failures, I think the failures is just like something you have to approach in an analytic form to take out the lessons from there and apply them when you go when you push forward further to what's your goals again. That's how I define failure. Because you didn't really fail, you just had an experience that didn't go how you wanted to at that point in time. And in retrospect, probably be like, I'm glad it didn't work then because now it has made me more sophisticated. You can really be so any year in your life. Academics, if you failed 2 semesters ago, probably because you're sleeping in your room when you should have been reading, or you were partying, or you were going for extracurricular activities where you should have been working on your books. If you failed in a relationship, you will sit down deeply and reflect, what did I do wrong? Because I try to approach my life this way. I don't try to put blame on any person. Try to look, where did you yourself go? The Bible says if you cannot take out the log in someone else's eye, speck in someone else's eye, then you've not removed the log in your own eye.
Yes, like another thing actually annoys me because what do you actually mean? Some people talking, they have so many problems in their lives.
And
but
you're
they
advising
ignore-
me.
like
So the thing about the failures, you just analyze what you didn't do well. So personally, in my own life, that's how everything happened. For example, I was going for the exchange program, and if everything goes smooth, I should be in America between January and May between January May 2025. I went for the visa interview, the first one, and I didn't get it, and I was able to analyze why.
for me, I feel like success makes me strive harder.
Keeping me.
I mean, failures do make me want to succeed, but like it's not as sweet as like when you're successful at something. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like when you
I saw you on the President's Day last semester. Congrats.
thank you. But like when you like achieve this thing, like there's just this happiness, like so I really did this. I would want to do this again. So that's what like for me. I don't know about other people. Some people it's like their failures, they don't like feelings, so they have to. But for me, like one side, when you just have a taste of success, you just want to be there, like
Yeah, but then something happens and then and you feel and it takes you back to reality.
yes, I think that's when it hits like, hey,
Yeah,
how did
like-
I get from here to like
Yeah, and that's life. It's like life is not like this. It's so you just have to try to stay
Roller
balanced in the
coaster.
middle, try and stay grounded.
yeah.
And it's what you're saying isn't scientifically backed. There's a part of the brain that gets more reinforced and grows bigger the more you succeed. That's why most of the successful people we have today in the world, Gates, Elon, that's why they're so confident because they've had a lot of things that they planned and they went for. So that part of their brain is more starts growing bigger. So they're more confident to go into the world and do more things and achieve and crush it. But the average man who has been feeling with his life, his brain is not that strong. He's not as confident as they are. He has not had a lot of wins. He's,
Yes, there's this confidence that comes with like achieving something when you know
I
like
know that.
yeah, like
I-
I'm
I-
there.
Yeah.
Don't play with me, I'm there. So also yes, compared to me person, even though it's like a
I'm
usual something for
Since I came to this school.
Congratulations.
Thank
to
you.
So how do you handle setbacks? And like where do you find the motivation to keep moving forward?
My dad is a very, very, very strong person. Like, I think I look at my dad as he told me a man is one who has gone through trials, right? Who has gone through hardship and came out thriving. That's what a man is, and that really stuck with me, and I see that in his life. See, go getter. I look like my dad, like exactly like my dad. I see
Yeah.
lots of my pictures. Have you know? It's my
Because
dad.
you've told me like you're always talking about your dad, like
Good. So when I see his pictures and see the way he approaches life with force and I think that's just that's where I got my competitive spirit from.
he's like your role model.
In the sense of the striving, yes.
Mm.
So you don't back down in life. My dad is just the epitome of that definition. We don't back down in life. Keep fighting till the end.
That's a nice one. So who are the mentors? Speaking about role models, who are the mentors and figures that have shaped your journey in the past year? And how have their guidance and like wisdom helped you navigate your challenges?
Are we talking about real human beings or from books I've read?
Both.
Real human beings. Jordan Peterson. He's a psychologist, but his lectures help. He talks about standing up straight with your back. Okay, going towards your goals and everything. He really talks about the significance of the Bible. He breaks down because I'm a very, very, very critical thinker. I think about these things critically. And when I thought about this critically, like how the Mary gets broken down by the Holy Spirit, there was no penis and there was no sperm. That's not like a natural way. Like to me, it didn't sound logical. But then he was able to dissect this critically, and a lot of his lectures really helped me to get back to Christianity strongly, to religion, and made me more conservative. So Peterson is one of them, and I've taken lots of his courses. The last one I took was what's Dragons, Monsters, and Men, where it talks about what makes a man, how men should act in the world, how civilization, the progress of civilizations is on the shoulders of men, who are the ones that keep things going. Women, nurturing the giving birth, procreation, but men are the ones that make things happen. They build the world. So Jordan Peterson is one of the top people the past few years. So for the books, of course, Nietzsche, Marcus Aurelius, all those guys. But then Peterson is a good role model, especially to young guys who are looking for a direction, meaning in their lives, and why they should strive towards their goals and not give up. Because everything is at the other side of working and willpower. You get most of what you want. The girl, the grades, the money. At least if you have the vision, you have the willpower to stick through to the end because it gets really difficult. But then what you do when it's hard, and that's where this lectures come in. Keep striving, and they're really deep because those lectures they touch my soul. Like,
Yeah. They are really deep,
have
actually.
you watched any of his lectures before?
No.
How did they be deep?
But based on like what
What I'm
you've been
saying.
saying, like I know. I think I should even start listening to them. So, do you believe in destiny, Akachukwu?
What does this mean? Like so many destiny
Faith, like
faith.
not like faith, believable. Faith, like FAT, faith.
Oh, faith. Like you're fated to be
Yes.
a billionaire. I don't know. I don't know.
So, do you feel like you're living in alignment with your purpose?
I genuinely want to get into film fully. So all I'm doing is geared towards public speaking, it's geared towards filmmaking and the creative process. I'm not the most creative person, so I always try to work with people who does this to it or everything I want, and that's true.
Yeah,
I learned
that's
that in my
very
life.
true.
There are a lot of things that I do. Because of how I look, I won't see them. But you in this spot those things, there are a lot of things that you would not see because of how you look, but I will easily see them. And I've noticed this in a lot of things I do, and I'm like, always have someone else's opinion on a lot of things. Because you get, especially as a guy, probably get on that way. I would say woman, then. But I feel women are more introspective. They're more spiritual.
Yes.
They're more like in tune with themselves. They're biological and psychological explanations, but
So, how has the concept destiny evolved over time for you?
concept of destiny.
How have you over time for you?
For now, I'm not. Let's keep that.
Beyond romantic relationships, how have your friendships and like professional connections impacted your growth as a person?
Most of the people I've been gravitating towards are people who are doing the same things I do, like myself and Cooks. You know how Cooks met me?
Mm-hmm.
Cooks was the one I did my 23rd birthday podcast with. It was amazing. I was in the library one day and I was shooting. That was my first semester or second semester. And Cooks was doing that time. Then he saw me and that was it.
Are you serious? And you're always talking about that Cooks, like
Yeah.
he's
Because
really
we-
a really close friend.
We have an alignment in our passions. Let me put it that way. Mubarak to
Which
Jimo.
franchise?
No, Mubarak Jimo.
Who's that?
The big one. That was the MSS Amir. Mubarak Jimo. You don't know Mubarak?
He's like dark in color.
Yes, it's big.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't feel so I gravitate more to closer to what people who I see on the same path with me, probably their passions or whatever.
So how can you share how the experience of like working with other people in AUM, how has this shaped your perspective on like collaboration?
I work with so many lazy people. I know you can relate to that. You can build a group project, right? You do all the work. Monkey go up, Babu go down. That's my story of AUM. You know, trouble life.
On what?
The groups you're building and how you do almost all the work.
No, the question is for you, not for
No,
me.
but that's trouble life. But she don't mention any name.
Not for me. But then I feel like there was even something like you didn't even like because she was. I feel like even people's problem even stemmed from the fact that she was very lazy, and I remember you telling me something like that. I'm not going to mention names, but like I know like you didn't like this girl because you were like, oh,
Come late to class, you contribute to a group project. And I like intensity and getting the job done, and you're just wasting my energy and wasting my time. Bring it by 5 p.m. 5 p.m. the next 2 days. How do you work with such people?
It's tiring.
It's very
actually.
tiring.
And they would actually now earn credit for not even
Doing anything. See, grades are meant to get their dashing someone free of charge for doing nothing. Ask the question again. Please. Let's ask the question. Ask it again.
Why?
I want to know if there's any angle I didn't really touch.
Okay. So how can you should elaborate more on working with other people in AUN. How has this shaped your perspective on collaboration?
Okay. So this is restricting me to just AUN, but I mentioned I've done internships too in the past. And this has really made me know that people are not as intense as me. Some people are way more relaxed. And then what do I do in this kind of situation? I'm still figuring that out till today. Now I'm currently genuinely learning how to step back. Now others to shine, especially girls. Just allow them to act. Because I already know this, and I already know how to do this, and everyone doesn't know how to do it. So just allow them to act, because I feel that I owe it to them to develop themselves to put their voice out there. Recently, most of what I just do, I just observe. I don't
Do
so I can help make it. I suggest please do this. Can we do this a bit? Can we? But I just allow them to
do their own thing. It gives like the opportunity for learning too, you know.
Yes,
So
and I
I think it's the best. It's the best. It's really the best strong. Stopping like not just allowing people to shine. It's a very good thing. You don't have to take credit for.
It's not only the credit. It's not only the credit. It's just that
You give them the opportunity to
Yes.
also learn too. I guess. So family is important to you. It's actually important. So like my dad, my siblings, yeah. So like can you reflect on the impact of your sister, your father? By the way, guys, I'm so obsessed with Adana. Not like obsessed, but like I love her. Like she is.
you watch a video.
Adana, if you're watching this video, I'm a big fan. Hi. I remember when like I think it was your 23rd birthday, I think, that we spoke to her. Do you remember? And then she sent you money.
That's very important part.
She is actually so sweet.
My
Like,
sister sent me dollars.
She is actually so sweet.
It's important. I've created lots of my current achievements in terms of the gears. Most of the things I buy because my sister sent me dollars. And you know, Naira is very, very valueless.
Yeah. Family is also important to me. My sister, my dad, my siblings, you know.
Omoyeni. What does Omoyeni mean in Yoruba?
It means a child defeats me.
Oh, and Madueke means what?
Thankful to God, basically giving thanks to God.
Mm.
So we were giving these names because of the
Circumstance.
of our bed surrounding.
How many years later, when your parents got married, how many years did it take to have the first child? You got the first, right?
Yeah,
How long did it take?
Like around over 20 years.
After marriage,
Mm-hmm.
then give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you for it?
I'm serious.
And your mom was the first wife?
Yes.
20 years later?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
I'm serious. Over 20.
After 20 years, the oh blessed day coming, you came, Zara came, and your brother, hey, Madueke.
So yeah. So can you reflect on the influence your sister, your dad, your mom, they've had on you like this past few years?
You know, I got on a call with my elder sister some days ago, about 3 or 4 days. I just texted her that, hi, do in Igbo language, when you apostrophe it's like Fatima.
Okay, like Obim.
Yes, you're not personalizing that person.
Yeah.
Her name is Oluchi, so call her Lulu.
I know Oluchi.
Where did you know her
She's
from?
the younger one. You give me family
Oh.
history of your family.
Okay, so her name is Oluchi, so people call her Lulu.
She's before the boy, right?
Oluchi is
Your
before
brother.
me.
Uh-uh.
What's that before? Yeah, the China's very confusing. But well, let me continue. So Oluchi, I texted her, it's been a while I heard your voice. Then I'm getting the call. She said, one name. It's been a while no, like, that's without call. Like, I missed the call because we went for HS community service. So when I got back to my room, I called her. Almost like 14 minutes just talking. She said that she was very happy. Me, I was very happy. I had to just jump in. Oh, my sister.
Oh,
They make the whole, they make life better and sweeter and easier today. Family is.
Yes, family is very important. And family is really, really key.
And we have a family meeting every Saturday, I think 2 hours. Everyone, wherever you are in the world, we join. It's technology has made it easier. So I hear their voices.
Just to catch up and just
What's
know
up to life?
So how do you like tell me how the influence of these people have shaped the person you're becoming?
Yes, I want to make them proud. Genuinely, you want to make your siblings proud, and because they don't well too in their own craft and their own academics, and you want to keep up to that standard, and you don't want to imagine you cheat in school and then I go
like no, like do you know what? Like, and they come, my daddy wouldn't even come. Like he'll just tell them, oh, do whatever you like with her. Like he will not come because what do you mean?
Shame.
Instead of them to call him, okay,
the daughter just got for breast this
they are calling him for cheating. Trust a Yoruba man, he will not he'll just tell, do whatever he chooses, like do whatever pleases you. I'm not coming. Like so yeah. And like me being like the first daughter.
You're the idol, the one that they're looking up to.
Yeah, so like I really, especially in my secondary school, prefectship was like a really big deal in our secondary school. So like I made sure that I have to be a prefect too, so I can set an example for my siblings. And lo and behold, my sister became a prefect.
What's prefect for you?
I was chapel prefect.
Did you bring out one woman? Wow, are you for real? And your sister was what?
And she was the social prefect in our school. So like I was really proud. I'm like, wow, like, and as the first child, they might not really know, but like your younger ones actually look up to you. Like they actually, so I really don't want to let them down. And now that like we don't even have a mom,
you're not their mother.
Yes.
Everything.
So like pressure is much, but like I like it. I like
very,
it. It keeps me on my toes, exactly. So yeah, I don't want to disappoint my siblings. I want to be there for them, and yeah.
Maybe look up to you and see somebody can emulate.
Yes, exactly. Even when I got like on the dean's list, like fall. With last semester was spring break. Yeah, when I got on this, like I could see that my sister was motivated to like even try her best.
You see Phoebe and sister to Phoebe and Keda. This is when I came to school. Phoebe was always doing it, but Tessa wasn't so doing.
And now
she, but now she has the influence of her sister.
So like my sister has been really, she's really been talking to me, oh like Sissy, because that's what they call me at home. Sissy, how do you think I can? No, I call her Omoye.
Omoye, yeah.
Yeah, but like it's not, Omoye doesn't make sense. Like it is not, it doesn't have a meaning. The full name is Omoye, and it's Omoye. So my daddy has told me so many times that I should stop calling her Omoye, I should call her Yeni instead, because it sounds better. But I'm just used to it. Like since when I was a child, I've been calling her Omoye. So
you know, ask your sister one day, what's her GPA? Sister, actually, I just know I'm doing well. They're not below 3.3. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's actually because she's studying accounting, and I can't even like accounting is like
she's not good in mathematics.
Yeah, she is. But like it is not easy.
But if that's your thing,
you
find a way.
It is not easy at all. So I actually
because you're bad at maths.
Shout out to you, Omoye, because it can't be me. Honestly, it cannot be me. And I don't think that's not what she wanted from the beginning.
What did she want from the beginning?
I was in art class, so when she entered SS1, she entered art class, and my dad is like, oh, we can't have two art students. So yeah, so like, and my dad is a chartered accountant, so he was like, oh, why don't you study accounting? My brother presently is in like science class because he wants him to be a doctor, and yeah.
So what would you be? What do you want to be?
Me? I'm basically studying PR.
To be a PR person?
Yes, so
Like
I want to really, because I find it really interesting. Like, since I started doing PR courses, I feel like those are the courses that have been really, really passing.
So, PR particularly, what do you want to do? You want to be the PR person for companies or what?
Yes, most especially oil companies, because there's money. There's money there. So yeah, it's not easy. School generally is not easy. So she has been telling me, oh, how do you think what do you think I should do to graduate with first class in? And I'm like, oh, like you can trust. Basically, like determination is key. When you decide that, oh, you actually want to do this and you work towards it, you'd actually do it. So, like, of recent, she has been very serious. Even like during midterms, we've been doing this all night, not sleeping at night, this all night reading together. So, yeah, like, yeah, so, yeah, that's it basically. So, last year, you spoke about the importance of living truthfully and meaningfully. So, how do you think you have lived that out in past year, and where do you see areas of growth moving forward?
In my room, I have a quote on the wall, live from the soul. I think it's a daily thing. You struggle. Sometimes you want to tell
like daily affirmations.
You just wrote on the wall, live from the soul. I just wrote it there because I know every day it's a conscious decision and a very difficult decision to live and stand by the truth every day. Because sometimes the quick lie will just help escape from the situation quickly. Yeah, you don't. Sir, were you there? No, sir. If you come and stay here, you don't. So the conscious decision that you have to make on a daily basis to live truthfully, and I tried. Right. Every day I go back to my room like, did you do something you're not proud of? If you did, tomorrow when you go out, don't do it again. It's a daily effort. Every day it's like you have to. It's a daily struggle, but then I try.
So
you do it all life.
Do I tell lies?
Yeah.
Everybody lies. Like.
Do you tell lies, Fatima?
Not really.
Next question.
So, at 24, it's very obvious that like you're still in the vibrant phase of your life. So, how do you balance the useful energy and the ambition that you have with the wisdom you've gained over time?
Balance the useful energy with the ambition, with the wisdom I've gained over time. I look at just by taking stock, what has worked, what hasn't worked. You reinforce the thing that works. You see the pattern, right? With things that works, and you keep following that pattern. The things that didn't work, you can see patterns too. Do not know this area. Yes.
So, what do you envision for yourself in next year?
Next year, I'll still be undergraduate. I'll be doing next year, so I've had my degree and.
Oh, you said you were minor. You were doing
in business admin. So come join us. So you learn businesses and intricacies, and you have one more semester left.
No, I'm finishing in December.
I'll have one more semester to see if you know.
Please, Akachukwu. As you turn 24, what legacy do you want to begin to build? Like, who do you want to be remembered for? What do you want to be remembered for? And who's the person you want to become?
Basically, I want to be remembered as someone who helps people achieve their goals and who motivate people through my life. I want my life to be like an emblem, an embodiment of one who stuck to his values, his beliefs, and he did things and crushed it. Genuinely, recently I gave a speech at Dr. Hassan's memorial. Did you watch the speech? It's about 8 minutes, and I reflected on that speech, but I watched it over like 20 times. It's 8 minutes, and I'm like, if people can speak of me this way when I'm gone, that means I've made the world better. My goal is to make the world better than I met it. And I'm trying to do that in my everyday life. As I told you, I now try to allow people to shine. So I help people with expecting nothing in return. Because why not? What else are you there to do? And it makes me more fulfilled. And you build beautiful you build a repertoire of goodness in people's hearts and minds, and they pass it on. I have a quote on my WhatsApp data. They have like 5 or 6, 7 years. do the good you can, the little you can wherever you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. I think it's a good place to end. Thank you so much, Fatima, for interviewing me.
I am honored to be on this interview. Thank you so much.
Do you have any last words you want to say?
Yes. Shout out to Adana. Adana. You're like, I don't know, I just love you so much. Like, in a platonic way though, but like, yeah. You're my big fan. Big fan. Yeah.
You're the fan, not the other way around. Thank you so much, Fatima.
Thank you, Akachukwu. And don't forget to subscribe to Akachukwu's channel. Subscribe. Yes, I want you to subscribe. Bye. See you next time.